Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Donaram.com podcast. I'm it's the end of the week, and I'm sitting around with my friend Beau here, sitting back, enjoying a crisp, refreshing Busch Light. A couple of them tonight. Anyway, big news. Joker was just released a couple days ago. I'm curious to hear your experience because I played a few matches with him and played on the new map and everything. Kind of got a feel for him, and I gotta say he's kind of fun. And I don't know if that's just because he's fresh and he's new or whatnot just yet, but I was having a decent time with him. I thought for a minute he was gonna play just like another Fox character or whatnot, and he is kind of quick, but I don't know. What are your initial thoughts so far?
I'm really having a lot of fun playing the character. Again, I don't know if it's just because it's new or what. Like any fighting game, day one DLC, everyone's gonna be playing out online. But I do think he's a lot of fun. The only complaint I have is the rebellion mechanic. I wish you had more control because with the personas out, you have such a better recovery. Your side B is so much of a better move. I just wish you had more control over. I wish it operated more like a Limit Break for Cloud.
Definitely. I thought that's where it was going to go, honestly. I thought like he was going to turn into that demon. And I've never played the Persona game, so I really didn't know what to expect out of that. But I really did think that I was going to turn into what was that?
It's his persona.
Oh, okay.
It's
like is its inner self or something, or
it's complicated. Like
gotcha.
They all take place in the same universe, but it kind of varies the way Persona works. One of the best ways to think of it is like a stand from JoJo. Don't know if you ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but they're kind of like that, and that is true to the game. It kind of just stands behind you and casts spells and helps you out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I did notice that because I was shooting people, and then all of a sudden when my persona came out, all of a sudden it's like a burst fire or whatnot, and that was actually kind of cool to see. Whenever that happens, I'm guessing all your moves kind of kick it up a notch as far as how much percentage it takes. Before we get into too much of the game mechanics of it, though, is it pretty true to Persona 5 form? Like, because I remember we had a whole discussion about him utilizing a gun for whatever reason.
Yeah, I was really expecting. I was really not expecting the gun because, of course, I thought that maybe they just had some. Well, no, that's foolish of me to think that because Bayonetta has guns, gun arts. That's her. But no. So using the gun, the side B. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's one of the spells from the game. It's very all the stuff around Joker is it's really brought out the Persona fan in me. I kind of almost lamenting buying 10 for the Switch because I just want to play Persona.
Really?
Again.
Because I thought Persona 5 wasn't one of your favorite games.
No, super controversial opinion. I'm not playing Joker. I want to play through it again, but Persona 5 is not my favorite one. It's not, and that's a super controversial opinion. It is fantastic in gameplay. What they did with the dungeons is brilliant. I like that the dungeons are the same thing now. They're not random. I like that it goes more back to the Shin Megami Tensei roots and that you have to talk to the persona to recruit them, just like you did demons in SMT. But what I didn't like was the cast of 3 and 4 were just so endearing and awesome. And the cast of 5 just didn't do that for me. That's my only complaint is the cast. But it is a fantastic... If you've not played Persona... don't play it now. Wait for the Switch release and play that.
Oh, I didn't even realize Persona 5 wasn't out on the Switch just yet.
It's not. It's coming.
Interesting. What was it originally for?
PlayStation 4.
Ah.
And PlayStation 3.
That is interesting. Okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess, because they have things like cloud and everything in it, so it's not unheard of, I guess, suppose, for Sony to have a presence in there. Anyway, no, his gameplay styles... It is fun. I thought it was going to be boring because I thought it was just going to be like Fox. But the thing where he does the little snap and there's the whatever spell he sends out, that was I really got a lot of I was only playing level 9 CPUs on it, but any time that they were coming back onto the ledge, you could do that and easily just knock them out.
It's like holy water with the Belmonts.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot like holy water, especially with the Persona out.
I don't know how I feel about as up B. Anytime that there's Personas out, sure, whatever. It's really easy to get back.
And it's just a recovery. It has no hitbox. It's just a recovery.
But I felt like I recovered easier with it.
Right.
I don't know if I didn't really pay attention, but I don't know if he like flies up farther or what, but I kept missing every time he threw out the little...
Oh, the grappling hook?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of aim. I kind of like it. I love its utility as an anti-air. Like, someone's coming down. It's almost better than having a Dragon Punch, because Dragon Punches in Smash aren't always your best option, except ironically with Ken and Ryu.
Yeah. Now maybe I wasn't executing it right, but the only thing I saw that was missing out of him was some sort of like Kirby's Comet Punch or some sort of like wild combo like that. It seems like when he does his knives or whatnot, it's really slow, or you can hit the button a whole lot of times, but it doesn't follow through on it.
The best combo I've actually discovered with him, it's just a little two-hitter, but it's super reliable in my experience. Down tilt, which he slides forward, pops him into the air, then you can hit him with an up tilt. It's usually a perfect setup for an up tilt. So that's kind of neat. Sorry, had to wet my whistle there with some crisp, refreshing Busch Light. Hey, we didn't say who we wished would sponsor us.
That's right. And this week, we absolutely wish we were sponsored by David. David makes some very excellent jumbo sunflower seeds. In fact, they come in about 8 or 9 different flavors, barbecue being one of them. And when you're sitting around playing a game, especially in between matches on a new DLC night, reaching for a bag of sunflower seeds is just second to none. I know I enjoy it. Anyway.
He wants them to sponsor us because that was his subtle way of reminding me that I've had a jumbo bag of David barbecue sunflower seeds at his house for like 4 weeks. And I just keep leaving without them.
Because whenever I need something to chew on, a snack, something while I'm playing a game, God, David just makes some darn good sunflower seeds. That boy was raised right.
Oh, absolutely raised right. And you could tell because Adam's floor is filthy. With sunflower seed shells,
absolutely.
Just absolutely, it's despicable.
I need this sweet.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I don't have a garden growing.
So, by the way, driving out here, the green is back. It is springtime here in southern Indiana.
Spring is on full display. It's perfect time for that DLC really to come out because we've got the new life of a new character. It's excellent.
It's poetry.
It really is poetry. It's like Nintendo had Middle America in mind whenever they were releasing Joker.
Absolutely. You know, Reggie left, and his last words as he was leaving, he looked at everyone in the room and said, "Don't forget Indiana."
He grabbed his bag of David sunflower seeds on the way out and
clapped his hands. Someone threw him a bush light.
Yeah.
As he walked out.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
And if you're gonna miss Reggie, give me a hell yeah.
Hashtag hell yeah.
Hashtag hell yeah.
Anyway, but that wasn't the only thing that was released. You know what actually caught me off guard was they had this whole big presentation around Joker, right? They're showing off his gameplay. They're showing off all the cool mechanics, this cool new stage, the different outfits, the different configurations of the stage, and whatnot. And then they're like, oh yeah, here's a Tails and a Knuckles suit. It's like, all right,
because they said when I got on and saw all the stuff you could do now, like you know, Joker was added. They were like, hey, so you got Joker, all right? Joker joins the battle. Hey, all this classic Persona music, which by the way, I think it's from 3, 4, and 5. The songs,
yeah, they are
all fantastic. So like. Someone said it. I watched the first Xanadu after Smash released, and someone said it there that Smash Ultimate has the best soundtrack in video game history.
Well, yeah, like they have all the soundtracks in it, right?
Right. But and I think I've even said this on the podcast before, but it's something I just realized when I started listening to all this Persona music on it last night. It's only going to get better as these DLCs come out. Like, we're only going to get more and more music. Like, could you imagine if we do get Sora?
Yeah.
And Disney's actually like, sure, use all this Kingdom Hearts music. People are going to flip. Like,
oh, that would be pretty epic, because I know there's a few. Even though I haven't played the Kingdom Hearts games, there are still a couple of notable songs that are really, really good. And you know what would be interesting if they would release. Well, now we're getting into theory of what they would possibly come out.
But
with.
that's fun. That's
yeah,
fun. Theory's
but
fun.
But what if they actually release like Disney songs with them?
Oh my god, that would be fantastic.
That would be crazy. Can you imagine beating the crap out of somebody on freaking Super Mario's Peach's Castle and a whole new world's playing in the background?
No, even better. Having a match between two Incineroars. I'll make a man out of you.
Oh my god, yes.
Boxing ring.
Or you've got Captain Falcon with Gaston's. I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Oh, you could even time that to where like I use antlers in all of my Falcon.
Yes. And then he does his little taunt.
Show me your moves.
Oh my god, that would be great.
But no, yeah, I would. Every arena I started, the background would be Dearly Beloved. I would always.
Oh my gosh.
But so that's so we staying on theory a little bit. Do you think Erdrick is the new Square Enix character? Because the huge rumors that a Square Enix character is coming. They have that silhouette. That's Erdrick's silhouette.
You know what? I don't know if it'll be the next, because they've done the Sony character.
Yeah, but
I feel like the next one is going to be from Nintendo. I just don't know what Nintendo franchise character they would use. Obviously, there's going to be a bunch of people screaming for Waluigi.
People would shit if you put Waluigi in.
Oh my god.
They would shit.
They would love it.
And, so, we've talked a lot about, like, you know, who we want, who we actually think is going to make it in. The more I think of Erdrick, the more I would love that, just because after seeing Joker and seeing all the Persona shit that come into the game, I would love for all this Dragon Quest shit to come into the game. I would love all this Dragon Quest music. I would love to have a slime headgear for the Mii.
Yeah.
The windscreens for Joker are so unique.
Well, they're pretty neat.
Like, very
just
neat.
Running that cat.
The announcer doesn't. The announcer doesn't even say it. It's something completely different.
It's that little cat thing.
But it's Morgana.
Yeah. I don't know her name. But no, either Erdrick or Hero. I think I'd personally rather see Hero. That would make more sense because it's their new game.
To clarify, he means Hero from Dragon Quest XI.
Oh yes, from Dragon Quest XI, because Dragon Quest XI S is coming out later this year, so it would make sense. But I think that would have come closer to when the game's being released.
And
when's Persona 5 supposed to release?
I don't know. They've just announced that it's going to. But
I'm gonna look it up.
So I really like the idea of Hero from Dragon Quest XI, because the whole point of Dragon Quest protagonists is they have no personality. But he does. He really does.
Oh my god, he's bleeding with even if it's a huge stereotype, it's still a personality.
Right. I mean, and you still have, but I like that it's still ambiguous enough to where you still have control over a hero. Like, for instance, when I played Dragon Quest XI, just like any other Dragon Quest game, I never denied a woman a chance for some puff puff.
Oh my god, I know, right?
The funniest puff puff ones are in Dragon Quest XI, by the way. Those are the funniest ones.
No, but I could absolutely see Hero or Erdrick.
If the silhouette is, or if these silhouettes aren't red herrings or hoaxes, that silhouette is Erdrick.
But those are definitely possible, because I think you've told me before, Dragon Quest is like huge in Japan, right?
Absolutely, it's absolutely for a long time it was bigger than Final Fantasy.
Other than some of the bigger name titles, I can't really think of anything. I'm having trouble thinking of what some other characters would be.
Since 10 just came out, 10 and 10-2, the HD collection just came out for the Switch, I could see a Yuna. Because she features prominently in both games. Very, by the way, it was kind of funny. Donoram, the Facebook posted, Yuna. That I was playing 10.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Smash update. By the way, smash that MF like button if that was bullshit. Getting on the Switch, and you're like, I can't wait to play Joker, and Nintendo's just like, fuck you, you're not playing Joker tonight.
Oh, the server.
The server thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit that MF smash. Hit that MF smash. Like, just take it out of the Switch and just beat the shit out. But no. Anyway, a friend of mine's got a new music project, and he sent me a remix that he did for Yuna's theme. He called it Summoner Flip, and he sent that to me. And I'm actually going to talk to him and see if he doesn't mind me sharing that song on Donram's page, because it's really tight. It's really cool.
Oh my god, do you think they would ever actually... I mean, if they didn't do Erdrick and they wanted to go with another Akira Toriyama character, Chrono, do you think they'd ever do that?
I think Chrono would be sick.
Wouldn't that be nuts?
People would You think people would shit over Waluigi? They would shit over Waluigi because they've all been crying for it. But Chrono,
yeah,
like just out of nowhere,
yeah,
that would be, because the best character announcements are the out of nowhere ones. Because you know what? No one gave a shit about Bayonetta. But when they announced her,
yeah,
that was hype as hell because no one saw that coming.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I mentioned this before even on a cast we did, and I know I've told you numerous times. I was working on the line when the character announce trailer came out for the game. Period.
Yeah.
Last year, and I was on the line working, and I had gotten to where, for those of you that don't know, I left my job for like 4 months and came back. I left it to go somewhere else to pursue something else, and this was kind of in the twilight of my tenure there. So my first round through, so I really didn't give a shit about the rules, and I knew the character trailer was coming. I'm like, I'm not watching this. So I pulled out my phone and I'm watching on the line as I'm manufacturing seats, and don't worry, everything was torqued fine. Your seats are fine. I'm not going to say what vehicle I work on, but if you're sitting in a vehicle right now, your seats are fine. But I was watching the character announce trailer, and it was so brilliant how they did it, because you're watching it, and they're just announcing the people you expect. Marth, Mario, Yoshi. Yeah. And you're like, okay, cool. And then they say Ice Climbers, and I'm like, okay, cool, we're getting Ice Climbers back. And then it just stops, and the lightning hits. And Snake comes out of stealth camo, and it says in the Metal Gear font, it just types out everyone is here. I am jumping up and down on the line. I'm freaking out. I'm hollering at my buddy on the other line. I'm like, hey, everyone's here. Everyone. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. And then the trailer's still going on, and I'm still watching it. And all these characters that we lost, it's like Wolf, and all these characters that were gone, and like. The fact that they knew telling us Snake was back, is how they knew that. Like, no, seriously, bro, it's all of them, I still say, even over as everyone thought Joker was, Solid Snake was the most left field Smash Edition ever.
I agree. It's just not a Nintendo character that you think of. When you look at Toyota Corolla, you think car. When you look at a Coke, you think soda. When you look at Nintendo, you don't think of Solid Snake.
Right, and it was when you
look at David, you think sunflowers.
When you look at David, you think cheering your boy on from the bleachers at his little league game.
Oh my god.
By the way, my son is horrible at baseball. He doesn't care for baseball. We're all comfortable with that. Yes. So, by the way, if your kids really hate sports, don't do it to them. Just don't. Oh my god. I can't. It's miserable. The only time we made him finish was he begged us to be in soccer. Yeah. You begged us, we're going to make you finish. Yeah. But that gave us ammunition for the next year when he came and said, I want to try soccer again. We're like, do you remember?
Yeah, really. But no, you're right. Solid Snake was out of left field.
It was Kojima. What it was Kojima went to Sakurai and was like, hey, I really want Snake and Brawl. Like, can you make that happen? And everyone says Sonic was left field too, just because he was a... But no. Sonic fits so...
I mean, come on. Mario can stand next to Sonic in almost any point in video game history.
Right.
When Nintendo and Sega, at least, were out. And they don't look wrong.
But,
I mean, red, blue. They're even primary colors. They complement each other. They're going to be fine.
But now Smash, like I was thinking about this playing Joker again, is like Joker even fits. Like it's the video game fighter now. Like, and doing this I think was so brilliant in Smash because you got games like Brawlhalla and Masters of Ether, Rivals of Ether. Yeah, Rivals of Ether. You've got all these games coming out now that are trying to be like Smash clones. And this was so brilliant of Smash to expand who they let in, because now it's like, no, hey, you don't get these characters.
Yeah.
Everyone could be a possible Smash kid. Just absolutely brilliant. Like, you know what? I thought about the other day. Luke Skywalker, I would not think would be out of place. If Luke Skywalker was the next DLC, I don't think that would be out of place at all.
I guess with the with Kingdom Hearts and Disney and Square being cool with putting things into Smash.
Also, 3 of the most beloved Super Nintendo games of all time, which I don't get because they're so butt-hard, is the Super Star Wars games.
I don't... oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
And you play as Luke the majority of those games.
I don't know if I could see a Luke Skywalker, but I could see like a Boba Fett assist trophy. You know? Where he comes in there and
well, my point is, I am not predicting Luke Skywalker for Smash. I'm saying that it works.
It wouldn't
work.
It wouldn't be crazy.
Anything can happen now.
Yeah.
Everyone's here.
Everyone's gonna come,
right.
even if you don't like them. But I still think that they aren't gonna go with the Sony character next, or someone as big as Hero. They're gonna save at least for number 3. I bet. I don't know this, but I bet they're going to go with something from their series. And what makes if it wasn't Waluigi, I could see Crash Bandicoot or Rayman possibly being.
Well, those aren't Nintendo IPs, but
but Crash is on the. Isn't Crash on the Switch now?
Yeah, but it's still a Naughty Dog thing.
Oh, gotcha.
But actually, one that I think would be pretty cool from Nintendo's original IPs is to finally give us Geno from Super Mario RPG. People have wanted Geno forever.
I don't even...
The puppet that comes to life in Super Mario RPG.
Never played it. I never had a Super Nintendo.
What?
I know!
I've
committed gaming sin.
Geno or even Mallow from Super Mario RPG. Actually, this is kind of fun because no one's talking about what Nintendo characters they would like to see.
A Koopa.
A Koopa Troopa? I could see that. See that.
It would be from their own series, but...
Right.
You know? Like, he's in Mario Kart. We kind of skip over him. We go to the other characters.
I think Waluigi would be good at this point.
It's been long enough.
It's been long enough. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Sakurai, just let him have it.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, Sakurai, just to let them know how much they actually didn't want him.
Yeah. I can't imagine the stage. The stage is going to be a messed up version of something like Wario.
Because WarioWare has his WarioWare stages. And that's another thing to consider with all these characters coming out. They would have to pick a stage. You know, they have to come up with a stage for each of these characters that we're thinking of. Which, you know, if Sora, Kingdom Hearts, they have plenty to choose from there.
What about Boo?
Boo would be weird. How would that work?
I don't know. They made Solid Snake work.
God, they made Solid Snake work. I actually love... Snake is such a fun character. Like, that is some stage control. Actually, honestly, one that I would be very comfortable with, we've already got representation from the series, but I'd be very comfortable with it, is Chun-Li. I think Chun-Li would be a good addition.
Oh, I can't remember where I saw it. Oh, Mortal Kombat. Thinking of fighters.
Mortal
Would they
Kombat.
Possibly put like. I mean, that one actually is pretty heavy.
One's because the series is so married to gore and blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to really be careful. I mean, they would have to do something like Sub-Zero. What's the yellow one?
A Scorpion.
Could those be like the mirror fighters or whatnot?
Yeah, they could do they could do mirror fighters there.
Because I mean, you could probably cut out some of the gore with the little chain up. Get over here.
What about, that would have to be right.
And there's a lot of classic music for that. I know Luke commented on one of our posts not long ago today, earlier today, where he was just looking forward to that classic Mortal Kombat music that's coming with the Switch release.
I have to admit, I have fallen off of Mortal Kombat recently.
Oh,
I really have. I just 9 and 10 did not grab me. I didn't like them, especially 10 with all this silly horror movie DLC. But the trailers for the previews for 11,
it might be the one.
It's kind of got me. Yeah.
and thinking of that makes me think of Soul Calibur and all the cameos that it has in there. Going back to your Star Wars being in there, maybe Darth Vader could be like a Ganondorf.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be excellent.
Wouldn't that be nuts? I mean, every move that Ganondorf has, pretty much Darth Vader could do. The crazy strong kick, maybe do like a force push or something.
They'd have to
like
work his choke in.
Yeah,
the choke's like the absolute most.
That would be his grab. You know.
Okay, yeah, it'd just be I could totally see it.
Oh my god, that would be neat.
Disjointed grabs aren't entirely uncommon. Lucas has one. Zero Six Samus has one.
It would be like a mixture of. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong or what your thoughts are, but a mixture of Mewtwo and Ganondorf.
I could see it. I could see it.
That would be neat.
I honestly would not be opposed to a Pokemon getting a DLC.
Someone out there had a really cool idea. The champions from Breath of the Wild, switching out like the Pokemon trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like okay. Yeah, the SpongeBob.
Yes, the SpongeBob mopping talent show. Okay, all right.
For those of you that aren't familiar, that is the funniest scene in SpongeBob history.
Criminally not blasted all over YouTube either.
If you try to look it up on YouTube, it's very hard
really
to find
hard.
the clip. It was Squidward was putting on a talent show, and SpongeBob came up to clean up after Squidward got booed off stage, and all he's doing is mopping, and this guy in the crowd goes, "All right, okay, yeah," and like everyone cheers for him. Squidward pulls SpongeBob off stage, and they stop. He comes back out, and they boo. He puts SpongeBob back out mopping, and everyone's going nuts. But just the initial scene of the guy, like, okay, all right, like, just, hey, this guy's doing something different, and I get it. But
no, the champions from Hyrule. You've got the Goron leader. Mm-hmm. Right. Who are the other ones? The Gerudo lady.
The Gerudo lady.
You would have. What was that one girl's name from Zora?
The one that actually was in love with Link.
Start with an M. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. No, that's not right. Maybe it's right.
Because her power was the best.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
You didn't die. She'd bring you back. That was the best power. Then you had the Ruto that actually didn't like Link very much.
Oh yeah.
God,
that would be a neat thing if they did that.
I
could be okay.
Just
with
more
that.
Breath of the Wild. Period. Breath of the Wild is such an amazing game.
If anything, they could have more stages with that. That world is so expansive.
Do the Divine Beast from the sky.
Oh my god, yeah.
The bird one.
Yeah.
That's
or a stage that like takes you through all of them or
right.
something like that.
Other theorized. I know this DLC talk has sort of taken over the podcast, but it's fun.
We're all over the place.
But a Decidueye would be a Pokemon I would like to see. I think Decidueye would be really cool.
Who's that?
He was the final evolutionary stage of Rowlet, the owl with the bow and arrow.
Okay.
I would really like to see him. Machamp. Give us Machamp. That's such an obvious
that was a good one.
Yeah,
we read that on an article somewhere.
Oh yeah,
but
we did.
That one would be pretty. That one would be pretty cool.
Master Chief.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! If you put the Halo 1 theme song in Smash, people would lose their shit.
They. It would at least make for a good, teaser trailer.
Oh yeah.
You would be working the crowd if you had that.
What are some obscure ones that would just really great? Joanna Dark. From Perfect Dark.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or the alien. What was his name? I forgot
Elvis.
His name. Elvis. That's
yep.
right. Elvis would be a funny. The Mischief Maker.
Marina. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Mischief Makers, if you didn't know, was a 2D platformer for Nintendo 64. Absolutely a crime that game did not get more recognition. One of the few games I think you actually used the D-pad. One of the very few.
Oh,
for
that's
64.
right. It was a launch title, wasn't it?
No, I think it was like 97. I think it was like a year later or something.
Gotcha.
But
and of course that one Switch classic, the underdog right now, Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu. Oh my God! Put Shaquille O'Neal in Smash Brothers. Yo, Shaq, where you at? That would be fantastic. I would main Shaq easily.
Thinking of that, where do you think Joker's going to fit in your in your roster of characters that you cycle through? You think it's going to be one you try and main?
Until DLC comes along, that excites me more. And as much I tell people I haven't picked a main, the most success, my highest GSP, the most success I've had, the most fun I have playing, it's Zelda. I just don't like that it's Zelda.
Oh, wow.
It's Zelda.
Well, and what was the one before Ultimate?
But Brawl? I love Zelda. Huh?
Brawl, was it?
Brawl.
Before Peach. Oh my god. As much as I love Kirby, Peach, I was so good with Peach.
And what's funny is Peach right now, I think, unless someone's come out with a new tier list, is still considered widely to be the best character in the game. But the tech to play her at the top level is pretty finger murdering.
Yeah.
And I want to get good with... This is the worst game I've been with Ness. I don't know if he's just terrible now or what, but I'm usually pretty fair with Ness. But
I have never been good.
I'm getting shit on with Ness.
Absolutely never been good with Ness. But so what do you think of them bringing back the map maker?
The map maker. My son probably just 4 weeks ago probably. He was on there and he was upset playing Smash. And I said, "Son, what's wrong?" And he's like, I missed Stage Builder. He used to just build stages for hours. He actually asked me where the Wii U was. He wanted to get the Wii U out to build stages. I'm like, we're not playing 4 ever again. That's not happening. No one wants to play 4 again. So when they announced this, he had the biggest smile on his face, making the most ridiculous stages last night.
Oh, yeah.
So Stage Builder is back. He's very pumped about it. I could see Stage Builder being cool, but I like the boring stages, I gotta admit. The most exciting I like is Pokemon Stadium Melee. That's the most exciting I get. Having said that, though, I cannot wait for Pokefloats to come back.
Oh my god. Well, that was one of the first ones that was on the downloadable maps list.
Right.
Somebody went out and made Pokefloats. They look like marshmallows, to be quite honest with you.
But they're trying, Nintendo.
Yeah, they are making a effort.
They're making a statement.
Oh my god! On looking over some of these ones that other people are wanting in the game. The Majora's Mask, the mask person. What was
the mask salesman?
No.
Skull Kid. Yeah, Skull Kid would be tight. I would like Skull Kid.
That one would be neat. I could totally see that, because you know what this final Smash would be.
The moon.
Oh
Yep.
My god.
Oh, that'd be tight.
That would be excellent.
Fierce Deity Link as a separate fighter would be cool. He was a skin in 4 as an actual.
Toon Zelda was another one I saw people were talking.
Oh, Toon Zelda would be a cute one. I would like that.
While it would be cool, if they're going for hype, those are going to be the ones that people are like,
No, Skull Kid would get some hype. From actual hardcore Nintendo people. That would be... Because Majora's Mask is the... the favorite Zelda game of the guy that watches the movie, and he really gets it. You don't really get it, but he really gets it.
That's the master's degree. You know?
The grad student.
Yeah, that's where you're taking... That's where you liked Ocarina of Time, and you really want to expand upon the story.
But I'm more interested because, I was not a grad student, so I'm more interested in just characters that are just going to really appeal to the, oh my god, what if they did the Contra guys?
Oh, that could be...
As Echo Fighters.
That could be neat.
Yeah, just throwing it. Now, I'm just trying to think of other, hyper iconic,
Well, there's Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie. You could have that one.
I can see him playing a little like Duck Hunter. Duck Hunt.
Yeah. But other than that...
Because he'd have the bird, Kazooie.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't put Banjo in without putting Kazooie in it.
Funky Kong. I would go ape. I would go bananas.
Dixie Kong would actually be a good one. Dixie Kong would be cool.
Oh, the mirror to... it would play just like Diddy.
Probably, yeah.
See, no, some of those other ones would be... They would be okay. But that's just it. It'd be alright. Why would you not have hype each time you.
Oh my god, the protagonist from Secret of Mana. Oh, that would be cool.
Did he have a name?
I think he had a canon name, but I always changed it to Beau, so I never knew it. But having that sword mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, you have to wait for it to reach full power again. That would be cool. Yeah. I would be down for that. I'm just trying to think of because they went out there with Joker. I would like them to bring it in a little bit closer to Nintendo.
The one I'll never get, but I always want, is the robot from Space Station Silicon Valley.
Adam's the only person in the world, by the way, that liked Space Station Silicon Valley, but he loved it.
Oh my god. It had some... It was just... it was great. Anyway, that was about it for the DLC, wasn't it? They had the map maker, which is really, really awesome. They had the Joker, which obviously is predominant.
And all the new Me outfits, yeah.
And all the
with Tails and Knuckles just out of
God,
nowhere.
that still kills me.
The Knuckles one is horrifying. It's horrifying.
Yeah. Like, if I was in the 90s and trying to join a band, Knuckles would be who I would dress up as.
The right time to roll to me.
Oh my god, yeah. He's got some feelings there.
Oh yeah, that guy listens to Iris by Google Dolls on repeat every morning going to work.
Yeah, absolutely appreciates the hard.
A puka shell necklace on that fellow.
Oh yes, yes, and a nice dinner's the Hard Rock Cafe. Anyway, just going on for a little bit. We want to get this one out there. It's not gonna be a podcast in our normal schedule, but when something large like the Smash Brothers DLC comes out, I mean, you can't not talk about it.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so enjoy, and this is Adam and Beau, and hey, thanks for listening.